There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it. Thank you, Miss Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of the person and teacher you are. I wanted to be here because I wanted to thank you for helping me get a beautiful gift. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
And this is Alan Hilliard here, and welcome to, well, I'm actually at home right now, but don't worry, I'm going to magically charter a plane. I'm going to be in Illinois in about 30 minutes after the pregame. But we are here for the live Great American 8-Man Football Championship between the Peoria Punishers and the Midwest Hawks from Peoria also. You know, after this PSA, we'll have some interviews with some of the players.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Handoff in the backfield, and nope, fake handoff. Pass is caught, and that will result in spreading out, looking for a kind of protective coverage here. Quarterback keeper, he may make it, and he will make it, so 19-12 lead. And he will walk in, so that will be play. They could get something also.
Stop!
And looks like they're not going to get this, as they're going to get pushed back a yard. So they're going deep no matter what. And Peoria, his players lined up deep for safety. He's got room to throw. Complete, and he is going to make it in the end zone. Pass to the end zone, and we are knotted up. Chance for, it's going to be a pass. Quarterback throws it, and that's going to be a touchdown. High snap. And going to either have a keeper or a pass. And this will be definitely a pass. Touchdown, interception, Peoria. He is still going, touchdown, Peoria Punishers, and that will make it. It's going to be, quarterback's going to be untouched, and I'm sure.
Oh my God.
That's going to result in a second down for Muscatine. Handoff to 27. He's going to get some yards. He's going to... And that's going to result in a touchdown, so we'll be...
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone.
You have the skills.
Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
We are with Daryl and Dunn of the Peoria Punishers, and last week you guys had a tough game the first half. Then an interception made a big difference, and you guys were able to come away with it. So, kind of, what was the importance of that game? As going into it, it was a pretty good rivalry.
We knew they were going to be a tough football team, and Muskie teams are always well coached. They came in and they had a lot of momentum coming in because, again, beating them earlier in the season, we knew that we were going to get their best shot. At halftime, obviously, they had a lot of momentum making big plays before half, and we knew it would be one of those games. The team that makes the most mistakes was going to come out victorious. The least mistakes was going to come out victorious.
Okay, and it was obviously a very heated game and rivalry, as there was a couple times where things got a little bit out of hand, but it was things were resolved pretty quick. Now, with competing against the neighboring team there, I'm sure you guys know a lot about them. How does that change, the championship, aside from competing against a team from Indiana or Iowa?
It's been the same approach for us, really. We try to, block out all the things and outside noise as far as, rivals and crosstown players and stuff like that, or mutual friends, for that matter. There's a lot of people on our team that are friends with people on that team, but when we get between the lines, there's no friendship. But the whole season we preach playing our 1A, doing your assignment, and again, more so, only thing that matters is the people on the sideline that's on our team. So we're not really into the whole rival thing. Again, we feel like we're our own rivals and that we're competing against ourselves when we go out there. And if we play assignment football, we're going to come out victorious.
All right. And what is some of your football background? Where are you from, and how did you wind up with Peoria?
I'm from Bloomington, Illinois, which is about 40 minutes from Peoria, east of Peoria. And I played at Bloomington High School, also played at Illinois State University, played running back there. So Justin Miller's heavily involved in the 8-man league, and a good friend of mine from Bloomington played for Mid-State, which is in our conference, and he told me he was going over to Peoria Punishers. And so he asked me, I was happily retired, not playing football at all, just coaching girls basketball, and he asked me to come out for a year. And so it's been a fun year. And the short version of that is basically a friend asked me to come out and give him a year of football, and I agreed to it. And it's been fun so far this year. So that's how I ended up in Peoria.
Okay. And so far, it looks like you guys have had a pretty good year. You're undefeated. You've had, a shootout with the team that you beat last week there earlier in the season. Now, I guess because of COVID there, you guys really didn't get a chance to match up against the Hawks this year, did you?
Yeah, that's the crazy thing is when the COVID thing happened and we had to go into quarantine for a little bit, they were actually our last regular season game. And so it's usually fun to go into playoffs kind of having an edge or an advantage over a team that you already played or beat, and their tendencies and stuff like that. This game, playing a good team like them, obviously you don't win 7 or 8 games on accident, so they have to be somewhat of a good football team, and also coming in, they made it to the championship. So you have to give them the proper respect. It's going to be one of those games where you come out the first couple series, it'll probably be a fill-out period, and then whoever has the best schemes and game plans will come out to win. How
does the team come together? Do they practice as a group, or is there kind of, what do you guys do as a team together there in order to bond?
So we had our regular playoff walkthroughs and stuff like that last week. This week we're going to take a different approach. It's more so of just getting us to come together, so we're on the same page, go over our game plans. We'll be doing team breakfast this Sunday, and so we try to do some things together. Because obviously with people living in different areas and the travel, you don't really get the practice time or the preparation that you need necessarily that you would get if you're playing, say, a collegiate sport or high school sport. So, usually during that bonding time at those team breakfasts or team dinners, we get together, go over schemes, tendencies, and stuff like that, and we break it down that way.
All right. And what would you like to tell the fans that are going to come out or watch the game this Sunday?
I would like to tell the fans, we have one of the top defenses and one of the top most explosive offenses in the league. It should be a very good game. It'll be exciting. And if you're not doing anything on your Sunday evening, you don't want to miss out. Come out and support.
All right. And we will see you on Sunday there, and have a good game.
All right. You too. Take care.
Summer is heating up, and the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services, in partnership with KidsInCars.org, reminds parents to keep kids safe in and around cars. Never leave a child or pet in a car. Temperatures inside can reach dangerous levels in just minutes, and leaving a child alone can lead to devastating consequences. To remind yourself there's a child in the back seat, put something there you will need, like a phone, purse, or briefcase, and look before you lock. Tell your child care provider to call you immediately if your child does not show up as scheduled. These simple actions can save a life.
This is Alan Hilliard, and I am back once again with Michael Kerr from the Punishers. And last weekend, you guys had a pretty good matchup, and, it really came down to a couple touchdowns to seal it up. But, going into that rivalry after last week there, as from a close team, how does this rivalry kind of match up, or, since you guys haven't really had a chance to play the Hawks this year?
Yeah, so it's definitely it's a big rivalry for us for sure. We've been kind of beating back and forth with them all year, and we looked forward to playing them, and we were, building up to the end of the year game. And, of course, it all got canceled before. So now, the pressure's even higher, and it's a bigger stage. And, we're definitely ready to show them, who's the better Peoria team. So we look forward to the challenge. We know they're a good, solid team, and we look forward to the matchup.
All right, and what's your football background, and how did you wind up on Peoria?
Sure. So I graduated Normal Community High School here in Normal, Illinois in 2011. I played there 4 years, and I've been playing since I was a little kid. So I actually didn't think I wanted to play college ball at all. I actually took a year and just, didn't do anything, didn't go to college. And then I decided to go to school and got on a semi-pro game. One of my high school coaches was a 11-man coach for an 11-man team that was here in Bloomington. So I played about 4 years with the Twin City Dogs, and then I joined this 8-man league, and that's kind of been the only thing around this area for the most part. There's not been a lot of 11-man teams in this direct area. So I played 3 years here on the Bloomington team, and then this year I joined some buddies up here on the Peoria team. We got a good Bloomington. There's a good Bloomington crowd on this team here, about 15 of us. So we all joined here, and it's been good so far. So.
All right. And kind of what do you like about the team there? Because it seems like a lot of players I talk to, they really enjoy playing for it there, and they know each other real well, like you said.
Yeah, it's a real good group of guys. A lot of these guys I've played with in other teams or I've known growing up. So, I've been working out with these guys and playing with these guys for, years and years, before. So it's like we got a really good group and a really good, it's a really good vibe with the guys. Everybody gets along. There's not a lot of fighting, and it's just kind of unique. And it goes with the coaches too. The coaches and both sides of the ball, they're real good with the players, and, they're cool. You can talk to them if you see something or have any ideas. All the players on both sides of the ball have been great and really open to, the communication lines. So it's made it really, a really seamless transition over this team. And, it's been gelling on the field as well. So.
All right. And it seems like, there's a pretty good crowd up there. It seems like Peoria is a big football town, especially with high schools, kind of, limiting or not competing right now.
Yeah, it's with nothing going on really at all, like in any sports, it's just, we feel like our crowds have been bigger than ever, on top of our, to add on our success as well. So, I agree. I feel like the crowds each week, it seems like there's more people, and, I only expect this week as well, especially now that we got, the both Peoria crowds in the same place. I expect this game to, have a great turnout.
All right. And what would you like to say to the fans coming to the game, or the ones, if they can't make it, watching at home?
Yeah, so this is definitely going to be a big game. You're looking at two of the top teams, top quarterbacks. There's playmakers on both sides of the ball. Anybody that's even thinking about going, definitely check it out. You're going to be, it's going to be a game for the ages, and we look forward to showing everybody, what we can do on the east side of Peoria. So hopefully everybody can come out and, show their support.
All right. Good luck in the game, and we will see you there.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks.
The odds of this daughter of a clergyman spending 11 weeks at number 1 on the U.S. singles charts? 1 in 19 million. The odds of going on to win 6 Grammy Awards? 1 in 1.4 million.
The first time I saw the Toni Braxton PSA about autism was when I was pregnant with Breslin.
The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88.
I only saw it a few times, but every time I saw it, it just kind of, it impacted me. I was aware of autism, but I never thought that it could hit so close to home and affect so many families. I started noticing around probably 9 months that Breslin did things a little differently than the other babies in playgroup. I would try to engage him and, say, Breslin, look at mommy, and it was like I wasn't there. Breslin was in his own mind and nobody else was around. We probably Googled everything, hearing loss and just developmental delays, speech delays. The autism PSA actually kind of kept popping up in my head, but I don't think I wanted to hear that diagnosis. So I was looking for it to be anything else. At the end of the PSA, they say to look up the signs of autism. And when I finally did, it was like this moment where I felt the world crashing down on me. It described my son perfectly. I don't think any parent is prepared to hear your child has autism. But we went and got a diagnosis from a few different professionals, and the reoccurring theme that we would hear is there's a lot that you can do. When children are young, their brains are so elastic. The earlier intervention that you can get, the better you are.
Just like that. Your turn. 2. Yep, your turn.
Presents.
C, D, E, F, G. I'm very grateful that I saw that PSA and that I saw it when I did.
Nice work.
L, M, N, O, P. Because of it, we are where we are today. T, U. He can read, he can write.
Cut.
We thought he'd never talk.
Chart.
And now he's speaking in phrases and sentences.
Star is what you are. Is what you are, that's right.
We still have a long way to go, but we've come so far. It's been amazing.
Next time, won't you sing with me?
There we go, we got it.
And I am with Coach Snyder here, the head coach of the Peoria Punishers, and that was a pretty close game last week there on Sunday. Kind of what was a turning point, though, because it was neck to neck for most of the ball game.
Yeah, it was. They jumped out to an early lead, and we marched right down and scored. A turning point was easily the second half. Their quarterback, Tyler Newsome's a great player. He went down, and we had a couple interceptions. I know at least one went for a touchdown, and I think those turnovers really picked us up as a whole team and kind of got us, hey, we can play with these guys and we're good enough to win this game. So that would be the turning point for me, those turnovers.
All right, and coming into this next game here against the almost crosstown rivals, but you're almost on the same street, literally, where your fields are.
Right.
But now you didn't get a chance to play them because of COVID there. How does that, affect this, coming into this game?
I think it just brings more excitement, knowing a lot of the guys on the other team. I know there's a former player from our team over there. I think it's going to bring a lot more excitement to this game this week, not playing them before or during the regular season. So it should be an exciting game.
All right. And kind of what are some of the things that you've done this week to prepare for that game?
I watched film. I'm going to be on the phone here with some of the defensive guys, again, going through some strategies and some of our game plan to make sure that we're all on the same page. So come Sunday, we're ready to go and we're firing on all cylinders.
All right. And what would you like to say to the fans that are going to be watching or, that'll be at the game this weekend?
Again, just thanks for your support. I know it's a crazy time right now, and our season's usually way done before now. But we appreciate you supporting us throughout this entire season and through this pandemic. And it's awesome to have so many people there supporting us and cheering us and traveling. I mean, that's the biggest thing. You go to road games and you got people traveling and supporting the Peoria Punishers who are playing. We're playing really well right now. So we're great to get behind, and we appreciate everything the fans have done for us.
All right. I will see you after the ball game. Good luck and have a good time.
Okay. Well, thank you, Alan. I appreciate it and everything you do for us.
From the moment we met, it felt like we fit.
Thank you for showing me what unconditional love looks like.
We are better when we are together. My life feels complete with you in it. Oh.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
It took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Thank you.
And welcome here live to the 2020 Mid-America 8-Man National Championship game here as the Peoria Punishers face the Midwest Hawks from Peoria also. So we are in Washington, Illinois at, I still can't remember the name of this park, but it is home of the East Peoria Junior Raiders football team, and let's come out and give them some fans and stuff as they start playing eventually here. Both the teams captains have met. Looks like they're getting ready to begin this ball game. And I will keep you updated on the clock right there, as we are hopefully coming to you in lovely 720p. So sit back and enjoy and grab yourself some cold drinks, some popcorn. If you're in the area, bring me some good barbecue if you have some. So we are about ready to begin. We will be back with the kickoff in just a few minutes. And we are back. I apologize for that. The kick is to the Punishers, actually. The Hawks will drop them just in front of the goal line. So we have We definitely have a tent right there. Either way, the Hawks will get a first and probably about 8. Or the Punishers will get a first and 8. So Punishers in the black, the Hawks in highlighter green. So we are ready for the first play of this contest, as looks like a pistol formation, but we're going to have a whistle. We have a flag in the back. Okay, we're having some counting issues out there. I know you only need 2 hands for these teams because there's 8 per team, so that's going to make it first and 3. And good run by the Punishers to gain first down. So we're going to have first and looks like 14 now. If you're just tuning in, the yard markers are 15 yards for every first down. So you can have a first and 1 and then a first and 15 right afterwards. So I will try to keep track of that. But if I do lose yardage, I will keep track of the actual downs. And we have our second whistle in 2 plays, so we're going now. Hopefully that is not a sign of things to come. Quarterback keeper for the Punishers, and he's going to lose maybe a yard. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage on that, so we're at second down and 14 now. Good containment by the Hawks on there. Both these teams had wins in Peoria last week. Hawks are coming in with a 7-1 record, while the Punishers are 8-0 on the season. Quarterback pitch. And we're going to have a driving hit to the sideline. No flags, as that will make it third and a long way to go. So we're looking at third and roughly 10, maybe 11 yards right now. Hawks have a safety 20 yards back just in case. We got doubles, maybe triples on the other side over there. So right side we got triples at least. And that's going to be possibly interference, no call. So we're going to have a fourth down, which will have to result in a punt here, I would assume. There is no field goals in this set of rules, but you are able to punt the ball. So just to recap, you have 4 downs to get 15 yards, and they're set markers each 15, so it could be first and short or first and long. And we have, looks like number 5 out there for the punt. Snaps low, he keeps it, and we're going to have a late hit come in on that, but no flag thrown, and that will result in a turnover. So with that, we'll be back after this 30-second PSA.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
So So Hawks get their first chance at offense. We have a pistol set up also. Twins on the left. No one on the right. It's going to be handoff, and Punishers are there. Ball. Looks like they call his knee was down, so that's going to be second and about 4. Good awareness for that kind of draw handoff play in the backfield to read his eyes. There is definitely a size difference on the lines here. There's obviously a very big height difference. Both these teams are very tough, though. So second down, quarterback. Pass is caught. He's going to gain first down, so we're going to have first and... Looks like we're going to have actually first and goal because it's in the 15-yard line. So next yard marker will have to be a score. Once again, we have a kind of pistol, kind of pro formation here. Couple receivers on the left, one receiver on the left. Got one that's kind of shifting around a little bit. This is a handoff, and that's going to bring up second and goal. And the Hawks were tackled by about every player on the Punishers there, as they seen that coming. They say hindsight's 20/20, but that was hindsight 250 on that play. Not 2250, that's bad. So quarterback, look for a handoff again. It is. And we're going to have, actually this may have been, I don't know if that's second or, I see a 3 on there. The 10's kind of in the way, but this is third down. So the Punishers are showing some great defense here as the Hawks are trying their luck with some handoffs, but I would expect there's going to be some passes coming. We have receiver off on the left. This is going to be a pass. And that's incomplete, so that will bring up fourth down. So we have fourth and goal with 9 minutes to go in the first period. Once again, it's a actually really nice day, kind of partly cloudy. It's about 75 degrees out here. Not humid at all. So fourth and forever as the Hawks look like they're going to pass, but I wouldn't put it past them for a good handoff on this. Quarterback keeper. Pass, that's going to be no flags, so that will result in a turnover. And it does. So we now have a second change of possession in the game as the Punishers, I think, allowed maybe 4 or 5 yards on that whole drive right there. It's a great job by the defense, as last time the Hawks proved they had some good defense too, so we may be in for a defensive battle here. Last week it was more of a shootout where, you know, the team that made the one mistake, it wasn't in their favor, which is what happened. So we're going to have similar formation. Got a receiver in motion. That's going to be ball still on the loose, and we're going to have, that's going to result in another first down. So as I mentioned, the ball was a first and short, and now this is a first and long since the ball was right there near the line. So field position does make a big difference here. especially late in the game if you want to run the clock out. You can dance around for a few plays and burn that clock as much as you want to. Sometimes dancing around doesn't go very well at the end when the defense hits you, and that's complete, so that's going to be a first. And we now have another first down. We will have to, looks like first and about 6 on the play. So good ball movement, especially from the air for the Punishers so far. Punishers are in the black and maroon jerseys, while Hawks are wearing their highlighter attire today. That would make a lovely suit, by the way, if anyone would wear a suit. I'm sure anyone would love that, especially a nice affair, and that's going to be a sack in the backfield. So we have second, and that's going to be a loss of at least 5, so we're going to say 2nd and 12. So the Hawks were there to get ready for the fake handoff, and they read that perfectly. So 8.5 minutes left in the first period. And that's going to bring up third on a tough defensive stop by the Hawks. So for the second time, we have a third down for Peoria, as once again, it's 3rd and long, so I would almost load up trips on one side and just see what happens on this. They would almost expect it, unless you load up trips. Looks like they're just going to do a single on each side and have an extra receiver out there. Maybe 2 extras may pop into this play. Quarterback, he gets free, and he gets taken down further back, as that brings up a 4th and... So we're going to say 15 plus another 3 yards, about 18 now. So now we are 4th and 18, and this is a must-have as the Hawks are ready. There's 3 people playing safety virtually back there. They're just essentially preventing anyone from getting behind them, which is a very good offensive or defensive mindset in this situation. Quarterback, and that's going to be incomplete, so we're going to have a turnover on downs once again, and we'll be back after this 30-second PSA.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well. This is well done. No. That's medium well. What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned. That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger. I don't grill it.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
So 1st and probably about 14 actually here. And this is going to be should be a pass, but the defense has thrown him back, and that almost could be a penalty there, depending on the circumstances, as that was thrown out of bounds directly. But either way, that will bring up 2nd down on the play. So both these teams' defense is really shining right now, as both of these are really just a strong defense, especially against that run, and both have that quarterback in their eye from either team right now. So pistol, we have a whistle though. We're going to have a delay of game. So we're going to have 2nd and 19 now coming up. So they are kind of digging a hole now for themselves. Now we kind of move into a kind of an I formation, not really, but defense is there, and he got hit by a Mack truck coming through that line. So 3rd down, and I believe it's 19 right now, or close to it. Quarterback, we're going to have a flag thrown, but the quarterback was sacked. So we're going to have probably a hold on this. However, if this is against the Hawks, it would be smart to not accept the penalty and let them have 4th down. So it is a hold. The hold is no good, so we now have a 4th and about 19. Good call by the defense, as the sack will move them back. Actually, we are more than 19. We are probably like 20, we'll say 27, because they still have 2 sections to go before they can get a 1st down. Quarterback, they elect to punt, and the ball will go out of bounds. We have 5:39 left in the first period, a 0-0 score, and 1st down for the Punishers now coming up. We'll be back after this 30-second PSA.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
So looks like Punishers are set for their string of offense, as the quarterback with a receiver to help out. Good run, so that will bring up 1st down once again. So 1st and about 8. It's a great little delayed handoff. Another handoff, and he's going to see where the ball lands. He's going to be short of the goal line a little bit, so we're going to have 2nd and about 2. So some good kind of halfback delay offense going on, as they're creating just enough space in the gaps right there to get 4 or 5 yards at a time. If they could do this, they could really just chew that clock right out of this ball game. It's kind of the old Chicago Bears style offense. Run it until the other team gets tired of running the ball. Quarterback, and he is going to, I guess it's 3rd down, but he'll make it to the line of scrimmage, so it is 4th down now. I think their down markers may be off a little bit, but according to the field, it is 4th down. I don't think they counted that last 1st down, but they get paid the big money to do that. So man in motion. Defense is looking to blitz. And looks like they're going with plan B. And that's going to be a first down, it looks like, as he will gain it, and we'll have a first and about 12. So good job with the, once again, delay handoff in the backfield. Keep this drive going. We still have a 0-0 contest with 3:12 remaining. Clock continues to run. Another handoff, and he's going to gain a good chunk of yards. The ball looks like it was popped out, but he was already down. So we're going to have second and looks like about 4. If anybody has a game they would like to stream, especially high school of some sort in Missouri or St. Louis area or just wherever, let me know. I still have a wide open schedule available. Friday night, the Rolla Bulldogs fell in a heartbreaker to Bolivar. That's a quarterback keeper as he faked it, and it's going to be third and shorter. So about third and, is it 2? No, it's more like 4 yards still, so I was off just a hair. So about third and 4 on the play, coming into it. Handoff. He's going to gain the down. So we're going to have first and goal coming up. So the Punishers are definitely punishing the defense with these runs as they're not able to stop that kind of counter offensive or delayed handoffs that they're doing. So first and, is it first and goal? It is not first and goal. It is first and about 14, actually. But now it's going to be first and goal, so I guess, no, it is definitely now first and goal. Oh, it is second and goal. Just still listen to me on downs and pay attention to the screen. We're going to have a flag in the back as this is probably going to be against the offense here as both flags came from the backside. Oh, this is against the defense, so this is going to be a dead ball, but do they allow the play to stand on that? And they do not. They called the play dead as soon as it started. So, illegal defense or encroachment. Same result, either way you go. They are able to load the boxes in this league. Indoor league, you can only have 3 on the line. And I would expect a run out of this. Quarterback keeper. And that's going to be a third down, so third and goal. So and that's going to be the end of the quarter. We'll be back after this PSA for more championship football.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
Thank you, Miss Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of the person and teacher you are. I wanted to be here because I wanted to thank you for helping me get a beautiful gift.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is.
Find free adult education classes near you.
So we still have a little bit of a break here as we are just entering the second period, and Punishers are third and very short from the goal line. Looks like 2 yards. Punishers in the black, Hawks in highlighter green. Punishers are going to have to hurry up, otherwise they're going to have a delay of game also here. After one period of play, we are still scoreless, but the Punishers are looking to remedy that right here. And Hawks are able to stop him, so 4th and 10 is brought up, or 4th and goal is brought up from right at the goal line still. Have a pretty good crowd going on here, as this is the matchup of both Peoria teams, the Hawks and Punishers. Midwest Hawks are 7-1. The Punishers are 8-0. Thank you for watching, by the way. Be sure to share and with this video with people that you would think to enjoy this, as some of them are missing out on some football. We got possibly a pass here as quarterback. He's got a chance, and he's going to score this touchdown easy. So that's going to make it 6-0 Punishers, and they will break the ice on that. And, you know, they won't be shy. They'll be the first ones to score. So we're going for one here. There's no kicking, so it's a 3-yard line and a 7-yard line. And the 3-yard is 1 point. 7 yards, 2 points. 11:05 remains in the first half. So we have a spread formation. At least twins on each side. Quarterback, he's got a chance to run. The defense is on the other side. And that is good, so that'll make it 7-0. We'll be back after this 30-second PSA.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
Thank you, Miss Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of person.
And I don't know what happened there. Let me figure out if it shows the right.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
And the kickoff is good. Apologize, I'm trying to catch up to the game here. And Punishers are there as the ball came loose briefly, it looked like, but he was already down. The Hawks really had nowhere to go with that as the defense just plucked them right out of the air on that thing. Now the Hawks have their turn as 10:59 remains in this first half. So first and looks like 15. As he got tackled right on the line. Quarterback pass. That's going to be second down. Not quite sure who the receiver was there. It looked like the ball just kind of sailed the wrong way and wound up going out of bounds. So quarterback in the pistol. And good effort, but just out of reach. So 3rd and 15, and just like that, we have a 3rd and long situation here with just after just two plays. So this is a do or die situation, essentially. So quarterback, another throw. And we have a flag thrown now. So this is possibly going to be pass interference.
Oh, okay.
This will be called, this is being called pass interference, as that was definitely pushing the line right there on the defensive side. I mean, it wasn't a lot of contact, but it was enough to disrupt the receiver. But that will result in a 1st and 15 once again. So it gives the Hawks a fresh set of downs as that's going to be another off-target throw as the Hawks are liking to throw to the out-of-bounds players right now. Looks like Hawks are spread out. They've had a few more players finally get suited up there, and we got some good numbers. Good numbers for the Punishers as both these teams come in with 1 loss combined. And it's second down, by the way. And it's going to be 3rd down with a loss. So we're going to have 3rd and 18. $10:20 remain in the first half. Hawks are kind of holding this clock up a little bit with these passes. The Punishers are using the opposite approach and doing quick little counter handoffs to try to get short yards. Unlike high school, the clock continues to run on change of downs. And that's going to be 15 plus at least. So we'll just say 25. That's a good number. So it is 4th and a really long way to go. The Hawks have to pass this ball into East Peoria at this point in order to get a first down. So we're going to have the That ball takes a good bounce, and it's going to be in the end zone, so we're going to have a first down from the 15. We'll be back after this PSA.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
And Punishers have a 1-score lead right now, and they will have the ball from the... Looks like they are first and about 11. So the ball did not go in, and the Punishers will lose a little bit. So we're going to be 2nd and 13 maybe. It's going to be close. 2nd and like 15 at this point. As the Hawks were able to see that one right out of the sky. We're going to have a personal foul against the Punishers, so I mean, you can't lose a lot of yards on that. I mean, if you go half the distance of the goal, you move the ball maybe 5 inches, if that far. So it is 2nd and... So it should be 2nd and about 15. The yard marker has 1st, but it is 2nd. And interception is nearly there, so that'll bring up 3rd and 15. So 3rd and 15 now, as tough break for the Hawks, as that was in their hand. Under 9 minutes remains in the first period. And that will... He wasn't touched. He's gone, and he is scoring another touchdown. So we're going to have... We got a whistle down, though, here. We have... That should be... There was no contact. So there was no contact on the play, and they called the play dead.
They didn't touch him. There was no contact.
So the officials are discussing. This should be a touchdown according to the rules.
It should be. He didn't touch him.
And we have continued discussion. It should be a touchdown as he was not touched on the play. It's going to be a first down no matter what. However, this should be 7...
Okay, first down. I'm like,
So we're going to... So it looks like it will not be a touchdown, but will result in first.
He didn't step out of bounds. Come on, Grace.
So we're going to have a 1st and goal, but that should have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
So they'll give them the ball inside the 15. Sweep toss. And we're going to have 2nd and 15 as... or 2nd and goal.
You can't be holding for you're watching.
See if the Punishers decide to maybe switch it out for a short pass, or if they decide to continue this running offense. 8 minutes remain in this first half. If you're just joining us, this is the Mid-America 8-Man National Football Championship. That's up, and both players went for the ball. Good defense by the Hawks on that to break that pass up. But we have some laundry on the field. We got every official's flag in one spot, and that's going to be holding against the Peoria, so that will move them back to 2nd down again. At this distance, that doesn't change a whole lot to it. You weren't going to run the ball in anyway. This just makes it a longer of a throw, but some quarterbacks like that. So we are about 23 yards away from the goal line. They have 2 more downs in order to score in this. 3 more downs, technically, because you can't really punt from here. Quarterback downfield, caught, and touchdown. 13-0 Peoria, as beautiful pass into the end zone. Receiver wide open, and that will bring up the extra point here. Looks like we're going for 1. As technically the play clock is going. We don't have a play clock here, but this is a beautiful facility. The East Peoria Raiders, a JFL youth football team, calls this home. They have a great press box and nice field. Groundskeeper could water the grass a little bit, but where I live, we had plenty of grass watered yesterday from that tropical storm. And we're going to have this called back, but this should be... These high school officials aren't quite used to that, but that is technically a live ball right there. As that should have been a live ball going the other direction. The Hawks sideline is having a discussion about that, as these are high school officials. Their rules are different on extra points. So we'll take a... Looks like we won't take a break here, as they're ready to go. So score remains 13-0, 7:44 remains. If we was playing tennis, this would be 30-love at this point. Little squib kick. And I think the Hawks player might have run into his own player right there. But either way, the Punishers were there ready for it, as that is a first down. So 7:40 remains in the first half. Game time was 1:55. This is a much less scoring game than we had last week, as it was 26-26 or 26-20 at halftime. Punishers came back and wound up winning that game after they trailed in the first half. Nope. Camera's loose. Handoff. He's going to be short, so we're going to have 2nd and 1. Good counter run, though, for the Hawks on that, as they're kind of doing looking like a similar offense. Punishers with one safety in the backfield to cover their bases. It's like a quarterback pass. And that's going to be out of bounds. I did not see a Hawk near that ball, as almost caused an interception on that. We're still going to have 3rd and short here. It's actually 3rd and 2. The white line is the first down line. So the Punishers are, if they can go into halftime with a 2-score lead, that will take a big monkey off their back and going into the break. And that's going to be 1st and 12, so that will move the, I guess it's not literally moving the chains, but it'll move the yard marker out there. It's actually 14. Good run by the Hawks on that. And looks like the Punishers are going to bring the heat on this one, as they step up to the line. And we're going to have probably encroachment. A 76 came running through that line, and I don't know if I'd want to get hit by... that's going to be against the Hawks, so break for the Punishers, as it appeared the Punishers were the ones that ran through there, but it's going to make it 1st and 19 now to start this, as they're going to lose a little bit. 6:18 remains in the second quarter. Hawks in the highlighter green, Punishers in the black. And that is caught as good saving tackle. We have a flag thrown. This is going to be after the play. So we're going to have a targeting. So that is going to make, he's going to be disqualified from the rest of the game if that's a targeting call. So we have a 1st down. But that is possibly going to be in normal rules, he would be, okay, I guess there's no ejection here in this league for that. Every other league that's an ejection, or disqualification. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be a loss of maybe 1. It is it's 2nd and goal, by the way. So 5:37 remains. Clock continues to run. Another handoff, and this is going to be short, so we're going to be 3rd and about 1 on the play. Officials are over there to keep the players a little bit apart, as definitely a physical contest. This is 3rd and really close. And 4th down, as the defense doesn't want to give up the quarterback there. He wants to take him with him after that play. So that results in a 4th down and have to make it or turn the ball over. So the Hawks, I'm sure, would like to have the first or the touchdown here, but if they don't get it, the Punishers are backed up to their goal line. Once again, quarterback, and that's going to result in a touchdown. So it's going to be 13-6 with, I don't know if you do 1 or 2 here. It doesn't make a big difference, because if you do 2, it may give you a slight advantage late in the game, but if you go for 1, I think they're going for 2, though. If you go for 1, you're still within a touchdown, so either way, it doesn't make, really any difference mathematically, because you still have to score a touchdown. And that's going to be deep out of bounds past the end zone, so that will result in a 13-6 ball game in favor of the Punishers. We'll be back after this PSA.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
So coming back, we have another kickoff here as the Hawks currently trail the Punishers 13-6, and they will kick the ball to the Punishers. So with 3:53 to go, this is a opportunity for the Punishers to extend their lead. However, the Hawks, I'm sure, are wanting to do a quick 3 and out. So that ball will go out of bounds. So there's a lot of confusion on that. The '56 is definitely a big boy compared to the official there. He's definitely a lot bigger. 3:53 remains. In the first half, at least. And that is caught, as that results in another first down. It was first down before that after the kickoff. So 3:44 remains. This is where you want to kind of milk the clock as much as you can and try to get a late game or late half score to get the momentum, because the Hawks will receive the ball to start the ball game, or to start second half. So again, the quick handoff. We got a Hawk that is slow to get up, but he is all right. And that will result in a second and looks like about 4. So 2:55. Another handoff, and that's going to be close to a first, but we're going to have a flag on the play.
Oh, what? Hold on.
And this may be against the Punishers' offense. It's going to result in a loss of 10, but it'll still be second down. Not the ideal situation. However, the more time the Punishers can run off this clock, the better for them right now, as they're able to keep the ball out of the hands of the defense. They have a 13-6 lead still. Punishers in the black. And that is a touchdown way out of the view in the back, as that ball just sailed out there. So that will be the score they needed. So that will make it 19-6. Because that was just a bomb deep in the corner back there, just out of range. So this will give the Punishers an opportunity for extra point. That's caught. And that is good. So that is... We'll make it 20-6. We'll be back after this PSA.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
Thank you, Ms. Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of the person and teacher you are. I wanted to be here because I wanted to thank you for helping me get a beautiful gift.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is.
And we are back. I apologize. We have a flag. The Hawks are going, and he's going to be short of the goal line. We're going to have multiple flags thrown, though, as there's got to be a block in the back somewhere on that. We have 3 flags thrown, and I mean, a great run for the Hawks to get free on there. Officials are talking about it. Do apologize. They definitely had a quick start before I could stop the PSA there. Let's see if I can find a PSA real quick that I'm looking for. Oh, actually, it's probably under here. So we are, I'm not sure what's going on yet. Give me... Oh, looks like we will have a re-kick, so you didn't miss a thing, I guess. I think we are good at halftime. We will be taking a bit of a break here, so go and enjoy, grab you some snacks, things of that nature. And post-edit, I will definitely make something look nice. So we will have a re-kick on that as... I went to the wrong side of the field there. I'm looking for... There we go. Do apologize. So this will be a re-kick, so that great run is taken away. There was definitely a penalty, though. And that will result in definitely not a return. We'll be back after this PA. No, we'll stick with it here. We'll keep on going. So 2:16 remains in this half, by the way. Don't worry about the clock. It's got a mind of its own on here. 20-6 lead, still in favor of Punishers. Both teams are from the Peoria region. Lots of players from Bloomington, Illinois, several from Chicago, several from this area. As far as I know, high school football is still on hold in Illinois until the springtime. Quarterback, he had nowhere to go as he lost. The clock should be running here. It should be. Have about 1:40 remaining in the first half here. So Midwest lines up, handoff. He gets free, and he is going to make it third down as I don't know if it is this next line or the one after that is a first down marker. But it is third down no matter what, so we're going to have a timeout. We'll be back after this PSA.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
Thank you, Ms. Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of the person and teacher you are. I wanted to be here because I wanted to thank you for helping me get a beautiful gift.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
And welcome back here as we are back once again. Quarterback decides to run for it. And that's going to bring up 4th down. That's going to stop the clock with 1:21 remaining. So we're going to have another timeout, so we'll be back again after this PSA.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Okay, here we go, throw it!
Yeah. You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
So this brings up a punt on 4th down. And good punt as the ball will drop inside near the goal line. So it's going to be 1st and about 14. Looks like both teams are making sure people keep distance from the sideline there. Don't forget at halftime to enjoy a cold beverage. And we're going to... I don't know what happened there. We have a false start. Something did not go right there. That was definitely not right. So we are here for round 2 of this. It is 1st and we'll just say 15 at this point. From their own goal line, the Punishers. I don't know how it's 1:21, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, let it keep going. Shit. Might as well.
Oh, looks like.
Let it keep going. I don't know how to do that. Just let it keep going. Shit. Might as well. Game almost over.
Yep. And we will be right back here.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli.
And once again, we have multiple receivers for the Punishers. Quarterback's got time. That's caught, so he's going to get them out of the danger zone. We're going to have a late hit on the side, so that's going to be an automatic 1st down on the play. We'll be back after this 30-second PSA.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
So we are back, and we had a late hit out of bounds, and we'll be back after this break again as there is another timeout.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. One hamburger, medium well. This is well done. No. That's medium well. What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned. That's it. You're not gonna come to my house.
So Punishers will have 1st and 15 from midfield. That's going to be caught, and I believe that is a touchdown. It is a touchdown, as beautiful catch by the Punishers on that. So the Punishers are really beginning to just, open up. That's at least the second big pass right through the defense that they have connected with in this first half so far. 48 seconds remain in the first half. So we now have a 3-touchdown lead for the Punishers. And that is not going to be good. However, it is a 20-6 lead in favor of Peoria. We'll be back after this PSA.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
So welcome back, and please remember, don't drink and drive. If you are buzzed, call a cab or Uber or other thing to get you home. And the Hawks are going to run into a host of Punishers as we'll begin with the ball at midfield. 44 seconds now remain. So we're going to have a 1st and... looks like 1st and 1. The first downs are similar to a video game that I remember. I don't remember the title of it. It was on the PlayStation 1, or the original PlayStation, where you had to go 20 yards between downs. Played it many times. It was very fun. Couple receivers on the right, one on the left. And that's going to be caught as that'll be another 1st down. So good ball movement there. 36 seconds remain. Hawks are moving the ball well on this, as they will get the ball back to begin the second half of this ball game. Quarterback keeper. And Hawks will cut into this and cut the deficit in half, as that will make it 26-12. So this is where the Hawks would want to possibly go for the 2 here. It looks like they're only going to go for 1 from where the ball is positioned right now. So conversion, there's still time on the clock, by the way. That will count, and I believe that is a 1-point conversion. So that will make it half the score, so 26-13 in favor of the Punishers. We'll be back after this PSA.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
And we are ready for the probably final kickoff of the first half here, unless the Punishers can come back and get a big score, which they have done in the past. Please be smart and don't text and drive. And good return for the Punishers, as they're going to make it possibly into 1st and goal range. Now they're going to be first and about 1. So they're going to need 1 yard for a first down. 22 seconds remain. Great return by Peoria there. So 22 seconds on the clock. Peoria with the ball, and they're in the driver's seat. And the Punishers, the Hawks will take a timeout. So we'll be back after this 1-minute PSA.
Go to that.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad!
Okay, here we go, throw it!
Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
So coming back to live action here, 22 seconds in the first half. Good run, that's a first, and he is going to go in, and he's going to add to the touchdown lead, as we're going to have a 32 points now for the Punishers in this half. So 15 seconds still remain in this half, as it is not over yet, and that is what the Punishers were needing right there after a quick score from the Hawks earlier. So this will be the extra point here. I think this may be for 1, but it's not a big deal here. This is where we want to start building those touchdowns. Quarterback keeper. He is going to be taken down. And no flags on that as we have a 32-13 ball game. We'll be back after this PSA.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
So, kickoff for the Punishers. Hawks are kind of looking, and good stop from behind, so 9 seconds remain. So we have first and... It looks like it's going to be a 1st and 1 also on this one, so good ball placement. Last time the Punishers didn't need any extra downs. They were able to run through it and connect on the quarterback keeper. So we are in the Mid-America 8-man national championship as the Hawks are going to see what they can do with 9 seconds to go. They trail by 3 scores now. So clock will start. And that's going to stop the clock out of bounds. So we're going to have, it's like 5 seconds left. So it's going to be, that should be a 1st down. I guess they're calling it 2nd, so we'll just go with that. So this may be the final play of the half. That's deep. And that looks like that was caught, and the clock is at 0. So we are going to have some scoring late in this game as it started off to 7-0 going after the first, and this will be the final play of the game, pending no flags or anything like that. As the Punishers are not running away with it yet, the Hawks are hanging right on in there. This is where you don't want to celebrate too early. And that is, we're going to have, that's a tough call to make right there. That was good defense in my eyes. But that's probably going to be pass interference. It's going to be holding on the defense. So that means I don't remember if they went for 1 or 2 on that to start out with. But we're going to have, I guess, a bonus play here to continue this. So, same formation. This time a quarterback keeper. And he's going to get in as we're going to have at least 1 point on that. That may have been a 2, but that will result at the halftime. So Looks like unless something changes, we have a 32-20 lead in the Mid-America 8-Man National Championship. We'll be back after halftime in about 10 minutes for more football.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
Thank you, Ms. Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of the person and teacher you are. I wanted to be here because I wanted to thank you for helping me get a beautiful gift.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is.
Find free adult education classes near you.
And we are coming back to you live from Washington, Illinois, just east of East Peoria, in the Battle of Peoria for the 2020 Mid-America 8-Man Football Championships, as Punishers currently have a 32-21 lead in this ball game. The second half is ready to begin. I do know the Hawks should get the ball the second half, and the Punishers will be kicking. So it looks like the Punishers are still trying to get some of their players lined up a little bit. They're a little not quite ready for the half yet. And looks like we are ready for the start. Hawks with a... That's different. However, the Punishers are there for the defense. I'm trying to get my camera adjusted here. It's not adjusting very well. So the Hawks will have the ball first, and looks like we'll say first and 10. That's pretty close to where they're at. If you're just joining us, the white lines on the field are the first down markers, so you don't necessarily have a first and 10 on either play. Oh. My camera tripod is not very smooth right now. I do apologize for that. Quarterback, deep pass, and that's going to be a really deep pass, as that will bring up second down. Thank you for watching. I understand someone is watching in Japan, so hello in Japan. So second down, Hawks once again, quarterback in the backfield, so That's going to be bobbled, and, well, he may get lucky, but he was lucky it didn't go back in the end zone. However, he's going to lose probably about 3 yards on that. So that's going to bring up 3rd and about 13. It's just a little bit too high of a snap. 11:41 still in the third quarter remain. The clock is running. Quarterback tries again. I don't know what that was. That was I guess that was considered a shovel pass or something. It was incomplete either way. For whatever reason, my adjustments here are not adjusting well. I think I have it kind of sorted out. So Hawks 4th and long, so they have to go for it. And Peoria blocked the punt, and Peoria will get the ball right back where the Hawks were, so that will bring up a 1st down for the Punishers as great defense to start this half. 11:05, so a minute burned off the clock. These teams are both these teams are really doing a good job, as the second quarter was nothing but pure offense. As we have 53 points in the game, there was only 7 in the first quarter. So that was over 40 points just in one quarter. That ball is going to be bobbled. And the ball, that's going to result in a 2nd and... It's going to result in a 2nd down. I don't know if this is 2nd and goal or how many yards it is to the 1st down, but this is 2nd down at least. The markers are starting to fade out a little bit on the field. Oh. This thing needs greased or something here. And incomplete, so good defense by the Hawks. So we're going to have 3rd down. And off in the back, he is not able to go anywhere. He got legs tangled up, and he was stopped there. So we have a 4th down on that, as I would imagine they're going for this. Where they're at on the field, you might as well go for this. I mean, you're, less than 30 yards from the end zone? You can't really punt the ball effectively. There's no field goals here, so. This is probably going to be a pass. You got at least 2 receivers out there. And that's going to be a touchdown by Peoria, beautiful catch in the back of the end zone as he had plenty of time for that. So 38 points on the board now for the Punishers. So that will add to this lead, but the Hawks continue to claw away at the score once they get the ball back. The Punishers really need to start, working on some defense here if they want to seal this game up. It's still too early to be celebrating. This is for all the bag of marbles. I would hope they don't give them a bag of marbles for winning, but I guess that would be a prize. Extra point, broken up, so it'll remain 38-21. We'll be back after this PSA.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
There we go. We are back for this kickoff here. Kick squibs downfield, avoids a big hit, and we're going to have flags thrown as we're going to have probably a personal foul here on this. So we had a late flag thrown, and we may have had some sort of face mask of some sort. So we'll have to see. This is a face mask against Peoria. So that'll be 15 yards, I believe. So that's something you don't want to do, is give them 15 free yards. And that brings up first down, and I think it's about 8. And a couple Punishers were going after that, kind of got in the way of each other, but it'll result in an incomplete, so second down. So, Punishers, quarterback in the back, no one around him. And Punishers will stop the quarterback, as that might be enough for a first down, though. It's going to be... Looks like we still have a third down on the marker, so it's going to be third and, I guess, about 3. 9:20 remain in the third quarter. Running back in motion. He gets free. And he will gain the first down on the play. So we're going to have a flag, though. We have yet to see what this flag is on. So this will be against the Punishers, as this will be the 20th free yard that they get. So we're going to have a 1st and goal as a result after the play and the penalty. So this will give the Hawks good positioning to at least keep up in the scoring. Punishers are going to have to eventually clamp down if they want to keep that lead going. Quarterback gets free. And we have a touchdown. It's, looked like there could have been a penalty in the back there, shoving the back. However, that will result in a touchdown. We have no flags on the field, so looks like 2 points is the verdict. And that'll make it 38-27. And this will give them a chance to cut it within, closer to 2 touchdowns. Quarterback is going, he broke away again. And the 2-point conversion is good, so we have a single score difference now, 38-29, and we'll be back after this PSA.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
Thank you, Miss Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of the person and teacher you are. I wanted to be here because I wanted to thank you for helping me get a beautiful gift.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
So back for the third quarter, we have 8:29 to go in the third quarter, and once again, the Hawks have closed in to their biggest deficit now, or their least deficit of 9 points now. Punishers, he may have a good run here. He's going to slip out of bounds here as the Punisher sideline's wanting a flag. But this will still result in a good field positioning as they're at midfield. And this will be probably a first and very short, because the ball should be just short of the first down marker. And we have some officials meeting here. There's a flag on the field. So if this flag is against the Hawks, that will, looks like they're calling for targeting, one of the coaches is. And the flag has been waved off, so either way, the Punishers will have good position here as they're first and about 2. Both these teams are behaving much better than the last game. So handoff, that's a first. And good run, so we're going to have first and looks like about 7, maybe 8. We're going to have the officials are, nope, had to check on something, so everything's good. Punishers once again, and good offense by Peoria, and I believe we are going to be first and goal, or right at first and goal. This is, so we are now first and goal. Both these teams' defenses have kind of slumped down a little bit from the first half. And that is a dead ball. We're going to have a flag on the right side. So we're going to have a false start called. So that's going to move back Peoria a few yards. Thank you for joining us for the Mid-America 8-Man National Championship game. Punishers who are in the driver's seat right now are 8-0, while Midwest Hawks are 7-1. There is still a difference of 2 touchdowns either way, because you can only score on touchdowns right here, unless, of course, a safety comes into play. There's no field goals. Once again, the ball is still, it was caught, it was thrown, and I don't know what that was, but that was something amazing to get that ball off right there. And that will make it second and goal on, I don't know how the quarterback got that ball off. He was, he was right on that goal line, and he was ready to be run over, and he somehow just beautiful aim on that. So I expect that little counter handoff. It is not quite enough, but it's going to continue to run this clock down, as it's going to be third down. Approaching 6 minutes in this ball game here. 6:10 remains on the clock. The clock continues to run. So we don't have a timeout. We're just doing something here. I'm not sure what's
up, man?
The delay here.
While the game going on, y'all be good up here, okay?
We have.
Y'all gotta be quiet. Let's pop, okay?
Probably another handoff. It's another counter handoff. And he is going to be taken down once again. So that's going to bring up fourth down. So this is fourth and very short. About 2-3 yards to go. Still remains a 2-possession game, though, as one touchdown for the Hawks is not enough to do what they need to. And we got a receiver kind of sneaking over there. We got a couple of them. So they may be trying something different. This would be a great quarterback keeper. Quarterback is... The ball came loose. Did it come loose in the end zone? And touchdown Peoria off the, I guess, the inadvertent fumble recovery. So that is a beautiful lucky play there, and the officials discussing, however, definitely. So it looks like they're going for 2. Currently we have 44 points now, as that's what you call a lucky play. So 4:28 remains. And incomplete, so we have a 44-29 ball game. That will make it, looks like possibly 2 scores can still get within this, but really in order to come back, it's going to have to be a 3-score game. We'll be back after this 30-second PSA.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
So kickoff by the Punishers, and ball will go out of bounds, so we'll start around the 15. So we have a first down for the Hawks, as it's like they're going to give them the ball at midfield, so it's going to be 1st and 15. So the Hawks line up with 3 receivers, 2 on the right, 1 on the left. That is incomplete. So it's 2nd down. Trying to get my camera to loosen up here just right. So we have 2nd and 15 still. Hawks are 7-1 coming into the contest. The Punishers are 8-0. Quarterback. And nearly intercepted, so 3rd down on the play. 3rd and 15. This is the kind of defense that the Hawks really need, or the Punishers really need to, because once they get the ball in the 4th quarter, I would just run the ball.
Pretty much to wind the clock down, yeah.
So lots of receivers here. This is going to be twins on both sides. And incomplete. Good defense. No contact on that, as that brings up a 4th down, and this is... We have a flag down here, though, so... We have a flag at the line of scrimmage. Flag is was a hold, but it has been waved off, so I would imagine the Hawks will go for it, but I would punt the ball in this situation. I wouldn't want to risk an interception or something like that to give them better field position than they already have. And they are going, they're sending the house on this one. We got every receiver available for this.
Oh, I missed it.
And that's going to bring up 1st and goal after the big run for the Hawks right there. So once again, Hawks load up both sides, and that's going to be incomplete. And also, if the audio is slightly after the play, it is a slight audio delay on the video part. So that is something that can't really be anything done about, as that is the lag of going through internet and servers and Magic and wherever else it's going. 3:10 still remain in the third quarter. So Hawks, man in motion. Quarterback keeper to the right. Ball's loose. And looks like Midwest will land on it and make it 35 points here for them, as they kind of got lucky on that fumble, as just like the last touchdown was a similar situation. So this is where you want to go for 2, though. Because if you go for 2, you have they're only going for 1. I don't understand this decision. Because if you go for 2, you're only down by 7. If you go for 1, you're down by 8. I would rather risk it and go for the extra point just in case. Especially if you're doing a passing set. And he is in trouble. That is incomplete, so whatever I just said didn't make a difference at all, so we'll be back after this PSA.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
So Hawks are set to kick off again, and we are still in a ball game. Don't take a break yet, as just 9 points separate these two teams, and right now neither team is able to run away with it or hold off the other one. So this is going to turn into the first one to make a mistake, basically. And right now the 2 mistakes have been on the Punishers and the Hawks side as they were able to recover the fumbles in the end zone.
Go.
Punishers looking for an opening. He almost got an opening as good defense by the Hawks. No flags on the play, so we're going to have a first down. So it's going to be 1st and 14, so they maybe got a couple too many yards on that because that'll make it 1st and long for them to start off their drive. But with their little counter offense they're doing for their handoffs, they're finding the gaps and going. Defense wasn't set. Quarterback is going to maybe gain a yard, but either way, it's going to be 2nd down from right about the line of scrimmage. And looks like he lost a yard of where the ball was spotted originally. It should have been a little further up, but. And we're going to have a penalty against the Punishers, so it's going to remain 1st down, except it's going to be 19 now. I didn't see the penalty flags out there. It must have been on the other side. I'd expect possibly a handoff maybe or a fake out of this. And close to interference as both of them were right there, but that ball was ultimately uncatchable. So that's going to bring up 2nd down. Hawks in the highlighter green, the Punishers in the black. So we have it's like the Hawks are probably going to be rushing here as Punishers. He's going to be brought down, maybe a yard gain on that as the Hawks. It looked like they read that play. I mean, they were right there on that, and they were waiting for it. This is where you want to try maybe a sweep to the left or something. You actually have an opportunity here for a pretty deep pass as you got 2 people in the back, but they look to be sending it, so if you can get free on this, you have a good opportunity. And quarterback, ball's loose. And the ball will go to the Hawks as that will be a turnover on downs, so we'll be back after this 30-second PSA.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well. This is well done. No. That's medium well. What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned. That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
So 1:45 remains in the 3rd quarter. The Hawks have just gotten the ball off a turnover. Catch is caught And that's going to result in possibly a first down, or it's going to be close. It's going to be 2nd and 1. So quarterback keeper. And Hawks are right there. He got blindsided like a truck right there. And it wasn't a I don't see you blindsided. It was here they come, and they are coming fast. However, nope, that will result in a 3rd down. I thought he might have got enough momentum, but it was not enough. So Hawks come out. Quarterback lonesome in the backfield, so I'd be expecting a pass. We got 4 receivers, twins on both sides. High snap. Pass is caught. So that's going to be a first down. So we are going to be 1st and goal. So this is a big possession for the Hawks, as this will bring them a touchdown. Will bring them within 1 score of the Punishers and within actually leading the game. But that will end the 3rd quarter. We'll be back after this PSA. The Punishers lead 44-35.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
Thank you, Miss Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of the person and teacher you are. I wanted to be here because I wanted to thank you for helping me get a beautiful gift.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
So coming back, the 4th quarter now. Apologize for that. Hawks line up. Looks like triples on the right. Doesn't matter to the quarterback. He keeps it, and he's going to maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, so he'll bring up a 2nd down on the play. At one point, the Punishers had a 3-touchdown lead on the Hawks, and the Hawks have just kind of kept coming back and clawing away at this. It's still 2 scores, however, the 2nd score would give the Hawks the lead. This is where you need to stop them if you really want to hang on to this. Quarterback, he is down, man. The line was right there, and he had nowhere to go. That's going to be a loss of some yardage. So 3rd down, as so far the Punishers are doing what they need to. They're keeping just enough distance. And the Hawks line, it broke down in a hurry right there. The clock does continue to run, so 10:30 remains in this ball game. That is the one thing the Punishers have on their side. Because you want to do whatever you can to get the offense off the field for the Hawks, if you're the Punishers. Ball's bobbled and interception.
Yes.
I believe we're going to have an interception on this play as
Yes.
right now no one has moved yet.
And they rip Corey jersey again.
So we are gonna have an interception in the end zone.
Why do they keep ripping Corey jersey?
Still not quite sure. And it is official. The Punishers were able to stop the Hawks. That was what they needed right there. Now they have a tough decision, but what I would do is I would just run the ball. I would not give them the opportunity here to come back and do something that would hurt them or throw an interception. Of course, on the Hawks side of things, that was a good throw. It's just really hard when you get that close down there. Everyone is bunched together. So handoff to the Punishers, and exactly what they need. He's still in bounds. He's still on his feet, and the clock continues to run now. So under 10 minutes to go, 9:59 remaining. Now coming to you next week on Alan Hilliard Sports, we will have the Gateway Blue Jackets hosting the Midwest Defenders from the IDFL. The Midwest Defenders are from West Plains, Missouri. That game will be at Rams Park in North County at Earth City in St. Louis. So come on out, enjoy that game, or stop by and watch online, as that game will start at 3 p.m. scheduled time. Good run. Stays. Looks like he stayed in bounds, as we still have a first down. But we do have a flag downfield on the Midwest side of the ball, so we'll see. What this is about. Well, no, we don't have a flag. Those are just bright yellow shoes. It looked like there's flags there, but he's wearing bright yellow shoes. So, quarterback keeper. He's gone, and he was down, so that will make this a second down. We got some players slow to get up, but good run by the offense, as that is a first down. So the Punishers are doing exactly what they need to do. They have burned 2 minutes off this clock now. And what they really need to do is, burn this clock down and score. Because then you have a 3-score game. So even if the Hawks are able to get a couple quick scores, it's still not going to be enough. You want to start padding this lead you have right here the best you can, and use the clock. Once again, and he is touchdown. So the Punishers will walk in completely untouched, and that is the 50th point of this ball game. I believe last week the score was 60-40, so we are on track to do the same 100 points here if this game continues. So it looks like 2 points now they're going for, as they're wanting to just give that extra little bit of distance on it. You still don't want to be celebrating yet. This is not over, because they still have yet to stop the Hawks in this half, with the exception of the interception. And that will be a timeout. We'll be back after this 30-second PSA.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Just like that.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
So we're coming back. I believe they're going for 2 points here as that will not connect. So that will remain a 15-point difference, which means still 2 touchdowns will put the Hawks within scoring range. Of course, they'd have to get 2 two-point conversions. However, that has yet to stopping them. This half has been very difficult. We'll be back after this 30-second PSA.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well. This is well done. No. That's medium well. What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned. That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger. I don't really care.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
So we are back, and 7:57:38 remains as short kickoff return, and the Hawks are going to get the ball about the 20-yard line on their end. So that's a first down. .731 remains in this ball game. It's still not over. We have a 15-point difference, which means 2 touchdowns can still tie this up, or the Hawks can still take the lead. So once again, you need to really have a stop here and just run that clock down. You want to run as much time out as you can in this, while the Hawks are probably going to try to throw as much as they can in order to not run out of time. And that is incomplete. So that brings up second down. So we are second and looks like 10 is about right. So handoff. Good defense by the Punishers for a, looks like a loss of about 1. So with that, the clock will run under 7 minutes, which is good on the Punisher side. Hawks will need to start thinking about that clock management, and some of these short runs, they may seem like some short yard gainage, but it's going to hurt you in the long run with time. You're going to have to, try to pass this ball and take a risk or two, which is what they are doing. And that is incomplete, so big fourth down play. This is where you want to, I wouldn't bring the house here, but I would cover that little counter play. So you want to make sure that counter play is covered. So, and also you got to watch your corners for an outside sweep. But however, there is a decent yardage to go. They're still 11 yards away from getting a first down. And we have trips on, we have 5 receivers, I believe. And we have 3 receivers on one side, 2 receivers, quarterback keeper, and that is not going to be enough. He's got some good show of sportsmanship there, but that will result in a turnover. So this is where the Punishers really need to use these 6 minutes and just run this down. Because the Hawks, I believe, still have 3 timeouts, and they are going to have to start burning them, especially if we get some first downs. And there's plenty of room for the Punishers here, as it is first and looks like about 8. So they have time to kind of run the ball and take their time and plan everything out. And Punishers throw it and walk in for the touchdown. So that is a very risky play, but that worked out. No one seen that coming right there. There was no one guarding him on the outside on that play. He just took off and he was open and he scored. So that, it did not take a lot of time off, but it made a big cushion. So now it's at least 3 touchdowns that they're going to have to get in order to make this comeback. And this is, I don't know if this is 1 or 2. However, that is going to be caught, and that is going to be complete, so it's at least 1 point, so that'll make it 57-35. So we have a 22-point ball game now. So this is a big lead for the Punishers, and we'll be back after this PSA.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
So we are coming back. It is the 4th quarter, 6:14 remain. So it is 58 points, so that was a 2-point play, or 2-point conversion. And good return for the Hawks. He is still loose. And Punishers were there, so we have a flag thrown on the, this may be a taunting call right here. So this is going to be 15 yards again given to the Hawks. If this is against the Punishers, I didn't see anything obvious out there. I'm not sure what, but this was definitely after the play. So we will see the, oh, this is against the the Hawks. So this will move them back, I believe, 15 yards. There must have been something set. No, it was only a 5-yard penalty, so I'm not sure.
There was a lot of pushing going on after the play was over.
I'm not sure what the actual penalty was, but it resulted in a 1st and 15. And that is not going to be what they need right here. It's going to stop the clock, but this is getting crunch time. You're going to have to start connecting on some of these passes and trying to get out of bounds if you're going to try to make a comeback. It is 58-35, so there's a 23-point difference. So 3 touchdowns have to have 2-point conversions in order for this comeback to happen. And that is way overthrown. So that's going to bring up a dreaded 3rd and long once again, as you know, the Punishers, they may want to have an extra safety out there just kind of watching for those plays, because, you know, they may wind up lucky there and just have a wild pass come out with a touchdown to run this game out. It's 5:57 remains. High snap. Defense is there. Pass is out. It's caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. However, the clock should be running here. It is. So 5:40 remains with a running clock right now still. So if you thought last week was a close game, you were forsaken about this game. And that one is going to be way off target. We are, looks like 2nd and 8 is roughly our yardage here. 5:08 remain in this ball game. Defense needs to try to get a stop here. Pass is deep. That's intercepted, and interception by the Punishers with 5 minutes remaining. We'll be back after this 30-second PSA.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
So 5 minutes remaining in this ball game. And the clock will continue to run. So barring a miracle by the Hawks, the Punishers can get a couple first downs, and so barring the miracle, the Punishers will be able to come away with this championship and finish an undefeated season. Quarterback's open. And slightly questionable on the end right there, but clock continues to tick down and approaching the 4-minute mark, so this is third down. I can't see the marker, but it is pretty close to the... Oh, it is first down. Nope, it is third down. Never mind, it's third down again. They can't decide what they want to do over there. So we have a timeout by the Punishers. We'll be back after this PSA.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
Thank you, Ms. Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of the person and teacher you are. I wanted to be here because I wanted to thank you for helping me get a beautiful gift.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
And we are coming back with 3:35 to go. Passes aired out. And that is going to be incomplete, so that will stop the clock. And that will bring up fourth down. As 3:28 remain. So the Punishers are just a little over 3 minutes away from the league championship here. They go for it on fourth down. And 3:21 remain in this ball game, as that will turn the ball over for the Hawks to get possibly one more drive here, but if they can score quickly, but then the problem is they have to get the ball back 3 times in a row. And it's going to be 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions is what they have to have now in order to make this comeback happen. But this has not been a very wide margin ball game. These teams have been back and forth this entire contest, and I would say they're going to till the very end of this ball game. Low snap. Ball's still on the ground. Ball's loose. And fumble recovery for the Punishers. And that is probably going to do it here.
Let's go, Rick. Good job, guys.
Who's on this? So inside handoff. And so the clock will continue to run. Under 3 minutes left in this ball game. So Punishers set up in a protective format now, and they are most likely going to hand this off. So that will bring up third down as the clock continues to wind, and this will bring it under 2 minutes. So the Punishers will win the Mid-America 8-Man Football Championship this season with an undefeated 9-0 record. While the Midwest Hawks at the conclusion will end a great season here with a 7-2 record. So we're going to have a...
Don't talk to them. They're so losing.
And the clock will continue to roll as we get a water timeout with under 2 minutes to go. We'll be back after this PSA.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
And we are coming back. We are live in Washington, Illinois, in the East Peoria region here, as the Peoria Punishers are 157 away from winning the Mid-America 8-Man Football Championship. They had an undefeated 8-0 season. The regular season was cut short by a couple games. However, that did not deter them. So we have third down, and I'm not sure. The lines are almost completely gone here. So inside handoff.
Oh, chill!
And that's going to be a personal foul against the Hawks, as we got another personal foul flag thrown on the other side now as 1:44 remains in this contest.
DJ, chill. It's not that serious.
So this will result in one of them will be against the Hawks. And I believe 24 was just ejected out of this ball game.
16.
And I believe one of the number 6 was also ejected from this ball game. However, that will not make any difference in the rest of this ball game as 144 remains. And that will move the Midwest Hawks back. So the clock will continue to run here as time will continue to wind down, and it approaches 1 minute to go. So the Peoria Punishers will win the Mid-America 8-Man Football National Championship for this season. After, looks like under a minute to go. And I would say they're going to probably take a knee here. And that should wind up finishing this game off. And I believe both these teams have some open schedule time for the rest of this fall, so if you guys want a game, I'm sure they are willing to enjoy some more football. They don't look like they're ready to go yet. And this will be the final play of the contest. And the Peoria Punishers will win the 2020 Mid-America 8-Man Football Championship. So thank you for watching, and thank you for tuning in. We will be back live from St. Louis next Saturday for IDFL football. Have a great night as the Peoria Punishers have won the Mid-America 8-Man Championship 58-35 over the Midwest Hawks here in Peoria. Have a good day.